Welcome back. The Prime Minister leading the second phase of India's vaccine drive from the front. At 7 a.m. this morning, the Prime Minister was administered with the first dose of India's indigenous vaccine, which is Covaxin. Taking to Twitter, he said he took his first dose at AIIMS. He's also lauded the doctors and scientists of the country and said they have worked in quick time to strengthen the global fight against COVID-19. He also appealed to those eligible to get vaccinated. Sister P. Nivada from Puducherry administered Covaxin to the Prime Minister. Covaxin, remember, has been developed by Hyderabad-based vaccine manufacturer Bharat Biotech, and its phase 3 trials, in fact, are currently underway. It is one of the 2 vaccines that have been used in the country. The Prime Minister, in these pictures, where he took a shot, is seen wearing a gamcha from Assam, which is symbolic of blessings of women from the state. He's also been seen wearing it on many other occasions in the past.
वैक्सीनेशन के लिए तो सर को वैक्सीनेट करने के लिए मुझे बुलाया गया था और इधर आने के बाद पता चला कि सर आ रहे हैं। सर से मिलकर अच्छा लगा, सर ने अच्छी बात की है। सर को भारत बायोटेक की कोवैक्सीन दिया गया है फर्स्ट डोज, अभी 28 डेज में सेकेंड डोज पेंडिंग है। तो और पूछताछ की है सर हम कहाँ से बिलोंग करते वगैरह, बात हुए सर से। और वैक्सीन देने के बाद सर ने बोला लगा भी दिए, पता भी नहीं चला करके।
And Milind Sharma is at Delhi's AIIMS, but the Prime Minister just about 2 hours ago took the shot, and there was a nurse, in fact, giving out details of what the Prime Minister spoke to her about. Important development, given the fact that there is fair amount of vaccine hesitancy even now, and this one move, Milind, is going to help address that to a great extent, isn't it?
Well, that's right. With the Prime Minister taking the first shot today, early in the morning, dispelling vaccine hesitancy in the country. The registrations on the CoWIN app have already begun because it's past 9 a.m. The government said that they will open the app for public registrations post 9, and which is what the Prime Minister has done. Sent out a positive message to say that, yes, both the vaccines that have been approved by the government, whether it's Covishield or Covaxin, are absolutely safe to take. We heard one of the sisters who had administered the vaccine to the Prime Minister. Well, often we see that the Prime Minister is known to make people comfortable around him. So he was asking them where they are from. One of the sisters, she's from Puducherry, who was administering the shot to the Prime Minister. And she happened to say that the Prime Minister didn't even know. It was so quick and painless. That is one of the talks that she had, a small talk with the Prime Minister. The other nurse was from Kerala as well, who was there helping with the administration process. So that is how easy it's going to be for each and every person who registers today to get the vaccine shot. All you have to do is book an appointment on the CoWIN app, be there, and the rest will be taken care of by the private centers as well as the government centers that have already been doing vaccination for the healthcare and the frontline workers. So the practice has already been done, and that was the outline, so to say, for the government as well, that first we'll inoculate the healthcare workers and the frontline workers so that people, when they come after the age of 60 and 45 plus years with comorbidities, should not have any glitches or any problems, so to say, when they reach the vaccination center. And that is how smooth the process is going to be, and that is the effort, really, Sneha.
All right, Milind, be with us. In fact, as India is all set to begin its second phase of vaccination drive, many are wondering if they're eligible for the shot. Many still don't know what they have to do to get this vaccine jab. I tried to answer some of these queries in this report. If you are above the age of 60 or between the age of 45 and 59, you are eligible to get a shot against COVID-19. You either choose a government vaccination site or pay a nominal amount at a private hospital. Here is what you can do. Use your smartphone to download the Arogya Setu app. Soon you will find a new tab on this app, which will be the vaccination tab. You can provide your mobile number and fill in some minimal details like name, age and gender. 4 appointments can be made on one mobile phone. If you are using the website route, you still have to have a smartphone. Go to the website of the CoWIN software or cowin.gov.in. Enter the mobile number or Aadhaar number. You will receive an OTP with which your account will be created. Fix an appointment, get details at the vaccination center, visit the vaccination center on the scheduled date and time and get the jab. Those above the age of 45 will have to provide a medical certificate mentioning their comorbid condition at the vaccination center. This will be given by a registered medical practitioner. The government says given the magnitude of the exercise, they're trying to iron out all the problems.
For a couple of days, there were glitches which have been removed since then. And since then, there have been no glitches at all. Now, people who are complaining of the glitches are unfortunately those people or those entities where these are data-related problems.
The effort clearly this time around is to facilitate as many vaccinations as possible and make things extremely simple. And it is for this very reason that walk-in vaccinations have been allowed, something that was not allowed in the first phase of vaccinations. In New Delhi, Sneha Moldani for India Today. Remember, we're talking at a time when cases of COVID, not just in Maharashtra, but in many other states are also increasing. And India Today spoke exclusively to well-known virologist and vaccine researcher Dr. Gagandeep Kang on the spike in the number of cases and listening to how she views the situation. Professor Kang, I want to ask you, all this while the sense really was, and the government also spoke about it, that it appears that India has managed to flatten the curve when it comes to COVID-19. What does it look like? Maharashtra, for example, has been reporting more than 8,000 cases on a daily basis. What's your understanding of the situation?
So I think we're seeing an uptick not only in Maharashtra but in other states as well. There are questions about how much of an increase we will see and how long that increase will last. I think given the experience that we've had so far with a sharp peak and then a sharp downturn, I am pretty doubtful, given the proportion of people who have already been infected in the country, that we will reach a similar level of cases. In terms of what is driving this, there are possibilities. The most important one is individual behaviors and what people have been doing that brings them in contact with other people who might transmit the infection to them. It's wedding season in some parts of the country. There are festivals in other parts of the country. And it's possible that these kinds of congregations, including things like elections, could drive an increase in the number of cases.
You mentioned elections, and I want to ask you, the Election Commission has just announced polling in 4 states, 1 union territory. Is there a huge concern now? Because there will be campaigning, there will be crowds, and we know how it goes. Are you worried that cases will spike up further during the course of the campaign, political campaign?
It's certainly possible that we will see localized outbreaks that may be driven by behaviors that are inappropriate during the campaign. So for states to be prepared for what they need to undertake to decrease the potential for such transmissions to happen is very important. Emphasizing the importance of masks, emphasizing social distancing, placing limits on crowds, making sure that people don't interact too much with each other is always a challenge in such settings. But unfortunately, it is something that we will need to do.
Possibility of localized lockdown localized outbreaks rather, is what Dr. Gagandeep Kang has said, obviously leading to localized lockdowns then as and when the need arises. We continue to keep a very close eye on that story. For the moment, it's time for a quick break here.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.